What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys for tuning in. We are currently going down a bumpy road. I chose a terrible time to film, but there's some cows, so enjoy that. Alright, so what we are doing today is we are going racing. We are going down to Estes Safety Park in Cicero. I am helping Dave Will out with his nitrous G body, and we are going to see if we can't get him into the 8s. That is our goal for the day. The weather looks pretty iffy, if you want my honest opinion. We're supposed to get rain around 10, so hopefully it misses us. It may or may not. I haven't really looked at the radar. We're shooting for 4 passes. He's going to enter one of the bracket programs because it's just a normal bracket weekend for us and nothing serious. So he's going to enter one of those. We're guaranteed at least 4 passes that way if they do buyback. So first time trial, second time trial, exit first round, I'm sure, and then we'll buy back in and we'll get our 4th pass, or we'll move on to second round and get our 4th pass. But we're guaranteed at least 4 passes. The last time the car was out, it was not a great success, and you'll see that right here. So after the John 4 style burnout, he did some little research on suspension, and him and I talked. We talked to other people in our little circle, and he went to go adjust the shocks last night, and the 2 shock mounts that attached to the body were broken. So he fixed those last night. Maybe that was our issue the whole time, but we're going to slow the nitrous ramp down a little bit, and from there we are going to start picking away at the suspension, and we're going to do a lot of learning today, a lot of fun, and hopefully we get him that 8. So thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully we're successful, and I'll see you guys with a little bit of an update, what we got going on, where we're at, and I'll see you for our first pass. Alright, surprise. I lied. We're actually working on the Fairmont because we got rained out, and it's the next day, so it's Monday now, and it's still raining. So it's alright. We're just gonna work on the Fairmont now, and yeah, that's what this video's turned into. We went from racing to now working on the Fairmont, and we're gonna get this motor exactly where we want it, and we're gonna work on mounting it, and by the end of this week, 100% front plate and mid plate will be done. So that is what we got going on in this video now. Sorry for the change, but Mother Nature did not want us to race on Sunday, but that's all right. We'll be back out next weekend. All is good, all is well. I'm gonna get back to work on this thing. Come along for the ride. Hope you guys enjoy. All right, guys, so after a lot of measuring and strings and measuring more and string, we're finally here, and the motor is actually in place. It's where it's going to sit for the rest of the time that this car has a LS in it. I'm actually in the process of getting these tubes perfectly fit up. I got 1 hole drilled in the frame rail so I can TIG weld these up, and it's kind of where we're at. This thing is where it's going to sit. We are working on getting it mounted. As kind of today's goal is to weld these 2 bars in, and then kind of figure out how to get the front plate mounted to those. Not that hard of a task. The hardest part of this whole ordeal is getting the motor centered, getting it straight. Well, not necessarily centered, getting it 3/4 of an inch over center, kind of, you know, offset and front and back where we want it, things like that. But it's finally here. finally in place after strings and measurement and all that fun stuff. So I'm gonna get to fitting these tubes up, then I'm gonna weld them up, and I will touch base after that, discuss the next plan, and go from there. So we may not have race in this video, but we got the motor in place, and that's still just as good. So I'm gonna get welding, fitting, doing all this stuff, and I'll catch up with you guys after that and discuss where we're going next. Alright guys, so like you just saw, they're not welded completely, mainly because two reasons. I don't want to hop in here, disrupt any of this, because this is still just hanging on the tie down, and I just don't want to move it. But I did want to secure these enough where they're not going to go anywhere and they will support the motor. So I got it welded all the way around there, all the way up to there. I didn't want to get in here yet because we're going to be putting a plate from here to the back of this, much like, I think I can get them out. Much like these, except these are not long enough. Obviously they bolt in back there and they're supposed to attach there. So we're going to do something along this line, except it's going to match the bolt holes. And that is going to be our front plate. So once we build these to attach to the front plate, we are then going to attach the mid plate. Once the mid plate is attached, we can pull the motor out, and then I can weld these all the way around and everything. And they'll be welded all the way around, but for now they're just kind of, they're aggressively tacked in. I'll say that. They're definitely not coming out. They'll definitely support the motor for getting the mid plate attached. Obviously, I wouldn't drive around with it like that. I'm sure it'd be fine, but why? So that's what we got going on. the motor's in, it's where it's gonna sit. To kind of go over a few measurements, I can get some measurements, and I can come back to you guys with what I found. But for the most part, it's in. It's where it's gonna be. Our bars to attach the front plate are in. They're aggressively tack welded. They're definitely not going anywhere. They'll support the motor till we can get the mid plate in. Once the mid plate is welded, then we'll pull the whole motor out. I'll weld everything solid, everything complete, and then the motor placement is done and we can move on to the back. So I guess real quickly, I can do some measurements. I can come back to you guys with what we got for crankshaft center line and the mid plate to center of rear axle measurement. Okay, so I wanted to end this video off with some measurements. Our crankshaft center line is 16.5 inches, which is so much better than the 18 that it was. It is ballpark of what I was looking for. It's a little up, but it's okay. Our mid plate to center of rear axle guesstimation is about 96. I don't know what to tell you. That one sucks, but I think we're still going to be okay. 96 isn't that bad, especially on a wheelbase of 107. It's a little bit of a longer car, so take what you can get, I guess. With that being said, that's the location of the motor. And I'm not mad about it. I'm just happy that it's in. I'm happy that the past 2 weeks I can finally put this behind me, and we're good to go. So that is going to do it for the video. I don't know if I'm posting Friday. Haven't figured that out yet because I don't know what I'm doing yet, but I'll know soon enough. So maybe a new video Friday. Maybe I'll catch you guys Monday. We'll find out. But I do want to say thank you guys for watching. Like, share, comment, subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. Things are going to start picking up again. I know we're not going to be as boring. I got a really loud cricket though. And yeah, because the motor placement's done. Now it's time to fab up some stuff and weld, and then we can move to the back, which is super exciting. I cannot wait for that. So thank you guys for watching. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys in the next video. Maybe Friday, maybe Monday. We'll find out. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll see you guys next time.